Hey guys, just give me 1 second. Okay. Let me know who's here. Introduce yourself when you guys get in, and then we'll get started. Please excuse my mess. All right. Hey, how are you? I'm excited. I'm excited. All right. And if you have any questions, just go ahead and leave it down below. I'm well, actually. I'm doing really good. Business is good. Still figuring out what works, what doesn't, almost like everyone else. So, whoops. Sorry, guys. Hi, Brittany. Is the lights on? It gets dark so early, so I'm just like all messed up. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know. Hi, Vita. Sorry guys, I'm still adjusting this tripod. If you guys have any questions, there you go. I don't know, I feel like this is gonna fall. We'll see. You uploaded reels. Yeah, you have to be social on social media. That's the only way to like build a community. I swear, like building a community is probably the best way to market. Because you build trust. I feel like I've built friends. I haven't done the reels, but I know another girl who does TikTok, and it's been really good for her business. So I definitely think that utilizing different aspects of social media does work. So that's good. Oh, thanks. You know what it is? I think it's easier for me to be, if y'all hear James snoring, I'm so sorry. It's easier for me to be social, like, I guess, because people aren't right in front of me, but like, if I was in like a room with people, I'm probably not this like upbeat and everything. I'm probably just like in the corner. So, but it's easier because like it's just me talking to a camera. And so sometimes that's how you just got to think about it. And actually, like if you think you're goofy, show your goofy side. If you think, you know, like I'm goofy, and I think that like makes you more real. So just be yourself, let people see your personality. If you're straightforward, there are people that are attracted to straightforward people. So just be yourself. And that's my only advice, because I am not social. I am here Friday nights on the couch watching Netflix. So, but yeah, if you guys have any questions, let's see. Definitely. And then a lot of times if I do post, it's not like I get things perfect. Like I do videos over maybe like 15 times because I don't like the way I sound and stuff like that. So just try to be social. It's not that hard on social media. But just try to show your personality. Just be yourself. So did your agency make you create a landing page? And if yes, how did it? So they did all of that. So they created a landing page for my pre-sale. So I did not create a landing page, but the pre-sale, the way they set it up, oh my goodness, it was very successful. They did tell me to download an app, so I will give you the app that they created the pre-sale landing page for. So just give me 1 second. Let me get into my Shopify. That's actually a great question. Shopify. All right. And I saw one more question come through. Any tips for photographing crystal jewelry? I can get the shine and the beauty of the crystal to come. You can't or you can? Okay, let's see. And you can't. So I would actually, so when I order like, what is it called? When I order like eternity rings, I always give my customers videos, because when I'm standing in my kitchen and I hold it up and the light is on top of me, that's when the cubic zirconia get the best like kind of shine. So I'll stand in my kitchen and my overhead lights are shining above it, and then I just turn it. And then if you have Shopify, Shopify allows you to add videos as media. So I would try to capture it the best as I could, but figure out your light sources. But I'm pretty sure when I put cubic zirconia and the light is on top of me or on top of the ring, that's when it gives that like glistening effect. So I just did a bunch of photography for silver jewelry, actually, because it's 5 o'clock here in Dallas, so the sun is going down. So they call it golden hour. So you can get like gold jewelry photograph, silver jewelry with you facing the light like this. So you guys see how I'm kind of golden right now? So golden hour is a great time to get pictures as well. For like sparkly jewelry, try the light on top of the product. Okay, so for whoever was asking about landing pages, the app in Shopify that my agency used was called Shogun, Shogun. I did not set up this page, but it's an app in Shopify that they had me download for my landing page, and it's called Shogun, Shogun. And that was only for pre-sales. Normally I just use my Instagram to sell, which typically works, but that was the landing pages. That was the app that they used for the landing page. Okay. Ooh, we got a lot of questions. Awesome. Okay, so let's see. I'm currently researching a lot about micron thickness for gold-plated jewelry. From your experience, what thickness is best to last at least a year? 1 micron. You can never go wrong with at least 1 micron. But so that's another thing too. Like, what are you plating? If you are plating stainless steel, normally they plate stainless steel pretty well. If you are interested in like copper or those other ones, it needs to be plated heavily, because if you plate those types of metals heavily, then they're least likely to rust or turn a different color. But I personally love using stainless steel because it doesn't turn at all. So it just depends. So if you're plating stainless steel, I would get like 1 micron. All right, let's see what else. I was told by a supplier that most suppliers lie about micron thickness and don't go above 0.25, even if they say that. How do you know? So me personally, I didn't really rely on the microns because they do lie. And I am going to be completely honest with you. But if you find a good vendor will plate, like, so I tell my vendor, like, hey, I want this to last 2 years. Like, with your expert advice, can you please, make this happen? So I personally did not request a certain level of microns. The only time I really asked about microns is when I was interested in, excuse me, plating sterling silver. And I know sterling silver, once it oxidizes, it can turn. It's very easy to clean sterling silver, but it can turn. So that's the only reason why I ask for microns. But if you get a good vendor and they can guarantee that their pieces last 2 years, they're most likely not lying about that. They might be lying about the micron level. But like I said, if you're plating stainless steel, most stainless steel, make sure you let them know your expectations. Like, look, I need this plated to last. And then they can tell you, and they can tell you, and then they can quote you based off of their experience. So just clear communication, because I tell my vendor, I'm like, look, and I tell them when I receive something and something's not plated right, I'm like, look, this needs to be plated more. And so you kind of just, it's a working relationship. You just have to, know what you're talking about and then build relationships. Because when they mess up my orders, they know like, oh, I can't mess up Monique's orders anymore because she knows what she's talking about. So just go in with confidence. You already know how microns work, but just kind of let them do their job and be like, look, I want this to last for 2 years. How can you do that? How can you guarantee this? And just kind of build relationships with the vendors, and they'll take you serious, actually, if you know what you're talking about. I'm so sorry, guys. He's about to go to work soon, so. Let's see. Okay. When you design jewelry, do you design with specific colors in mind? Do you suggest having more than one color option, or just one color is okay? Test your audience. I can't answer that. You'd have to test your audience. I know from testing that my customers like silver, but they don't buy it. So I don't buy silver like this. They say, hey, Monique, where's the silver? I bought it. They don't buy it. So test your audience. Your audience might love silver, but you'll never know until you try it. So let's see. Yes, I love Shopify. Whoopsies. Let's see. What do I think about drop shipping? Drop shipping is good. I have no experience drop shipping. I'm not the one to give you advice on drop shipping. But I mean, drop shipping is also a way of being less hands-on. Me personally, I need to be hands-on. Like, so my name is attached to my brand, so I can't just trust the company to send it out. The reason I get a lot of sales is because I build like a community, and so I need to have my products. But there's nothing wrong with drop shipping. That's just not the route that I went. Let's see. When stocking rings, if you could choose 3 to 5 sizes, what are the most popular? It'd be 4, 6, 7, 8 to 9s. But I would start with 7, between 6 and 9. Yeah, because I personally wear a 9, but I have other girls with tiny fingers. But if you stay within the 6 to 9 range, you'll be okay. Let's see. Once you pay the mold fee for samples, do you have to pay it again when you place a large order? No, you do not. The mold fee is typically when you are requesting some kind of customization. They don't require you to pay it again. Do you optimize your website with SEO? That's a great question. Man, you have great questions today. So I personally sell from Instagram. So SEO has not been a big, how should I say this? Instagram is where I get my traffic. So I've never really done anything with SEOs. I think if I was to like advertise with like Google ads or something, SEO would be good. Or if I had like a blog, or if I was doing something like that. But my main source of traffic comes from Instagram. So no, I personally do not, I've not optimized my website with SEO, but Shopify is really good with that anyway, though. Like when you create a product listing, it kind of has all of the features as to like make your item searchable anyway. So that's why I love Shopify, but I personally have not optimized my website. Let's see. Hey. Okay, so let's see. I am starting Shopify. What companies you recommend to set it up? Beautiful. Wait, I think I'm just starting with Shopify. What companies do? So Shopify, the good thing about Shopify is that it's really user friendly. So you can do it yourself. I still am working with a free template within Shopify. So you kind of really don't need someone else to do it. I think it's actually a waste of money. Just get great product photography and then do it yourselves. I know I've done a few personal calls and people have set up their Shopifys by themselves and it looks great. You just need bright product photography and then good product descriptions and you should be good to go. Shopify is just really user friendly. Okay, let's see. Question is which plating type is good and waterproof and how many thickness is enough for 1 to 2 years? So 1 micron, and then I think there's like vacuum plating and there's another plating. But if you're getting stainless steel, the metal itself is waterproof. So the plating has nothing to do with it. So it just depends on what kind of metal. Like if you're plating brass or if you're plating copper, then you need to go into different type of plating methods to make it last 1 to 2 years. But I think my rings are vacuum plated and it's on stainless steel. So stainless steel is a water resistant metal in the first place. So the plating has nothing to do with being water resistant. The metal has everything to do with water resistance and what type of plating. So you want like a better plating if you were plating brass or copper, because that is not a water resistant metal. So you would want to make sure that that is plated more. But if you're buying stainless steel products, you don't really need to go that deep into the plating method itself. So let's see. We answered all my questions in previous lives, so I have nothing to ask, just waiting on funding. Okay, so funding, that's actually a good question, because if you guys get started and Shopify sees that you are making money, Shopify has something called Shopify Capital, and it will loan you capital to get your business going, but you have to like get going and start seeing sales. So I've used Shopify Capital before. And so I think, what was it? Shopify gave me like, I think it was $1,500. And I used that to buy tons and tons of it. So I used the $1,500 to buy more rings, right? So when I was able to buy more inventory, that's when I started hitting my $9,000 months. So I did that. So I did 2 $9,000 months, and then I was able to use Shopify Capital again. And then that's how I used the marketing. That's how I paid for the marketing agency the first month. And then with the marketing agency, so last month in October, here, I'm going to turn you guys around in a second. So last month in October, using Shopify Capital, so where are we? Using Shopify Capital right there. So that little bit of loan allowed me to make $13,399. So, and then this month I'm not, what is it? It's not even the 12th and I'm already at like $7,000. So keep going, guys. Like, so the more that you buy and you just have to get started. And then there's something called Shopify Capital. And I highly suggest you utilize it. It is so amazing. It allows you to keep growing, like especially if you use the money in the right way. So the first time I bought more inventory, that was amazing. The second time I paid for the first month of my marketing agency, and then we put it towards ads, and then that just like skyrocketed my brand. So and then in order to like, so when you pay it back, is so they take like either between 10 to 14% per day. So like today I made almost $200. I don't really have that much inventory left. So I would give them $20 back. And so if you don't make any money that day, you don't have to pay Shopify back. If you do, they just take their cut basically. But keep going. Shopify has something called Shopify Capital. Once they see that you make money on a consistent basis, and it is amazing, and it will help you grow. So that's always a resource too. So let's see. Is it okay to customize in-stock jewelry on the sellers' websites? I don't want to steal anybody's designs. Yeah, ask them what you want. I take a lot of in-stock product, but the only thing is they'll probably tell you that. So in-stock products, they're probably selling you like between 10 to 20 pieces. If you want to customize something, they'll probably ask you to at least purchase 50 or 100. But I do it all the time. Like, so these earrings are in-stock earrings. They give you 10, but I wanted them in 14 karat gold. So I had to order 100. And so they'll give you 100. You'll be fine. Let's see. I'm going to create my Shopify store next week. What do I have to keep in mind, and what did you learn from setting up for the first time, and how long did it? What do I keep in mind? It was really easy. I really don't have any advice. You just want to keep in mind to make it user-friendly for your... James is snoring in the other room, guys. I'm so sorry. You just want to make sure it's to have tabs, like your necklaces, rings, chains. Just make it user-friendly. But yeah, it took me what, like a day or two, like a couple of hours. It didn't really take that long. So let's see. What should I ask my wholesaler for rose gold chains so they last up to 2 years? No, guys, it's not really a special type of plating. So you want to add, I tested my jewelry. It's not just make sure that they know that you want it to last. So ask them what their standard micron is. Ask them, hey, I want it to last for 2 years. What do you suggest? Because all of these vendors are different. And so it's not really like, hey, what micron should I tell them? Discuss that with the vendor. So in my experience, when I wanted to make sterling silver last, I asked them, what do they recommend for 2 years? They told me 1. So you guys might be getting different answers, asking different vendors. Communicate, just ask like, hey, like I want my products to last. What do you recommend? And then they'll tell you, they'll say, hey, we normally do this and it lasts for this long. And then, just communicate, guys. Since you launched last November, how did you handle Black Friday and Christmas? I didn't. I was horrible. I ordered 100 rings, and I started November 11th, which was yesterday. And I had 100 rings, and then they sold out pretty quickly for Black Friday. And it takes 30 days to make new ones. And so I just was not prepared. But that was my first year of business. I didn't expect to sell so fast. So going forward now, I ordered my Black Friday and I have my Christmas inventory coming, but I ordered my Black Friday stuff last month. So it should be here, soon. So, um, hi, Tawanda. Do you usually collaborate with influencers who do paid posts or those who would just be okay with keeping the product in exchange to a post? How do you generally approach them? So I don't use influencers, like I don't reach out to influencers. There are customers who will like just tag me randomly because they're wearing my jewelry and I'm like, oh, this is gorgeous, like she has something. So I reach out to like former customers and I normally approach them like, hey, do you want to be an ambassador? So I typically, if I need product photography, I'll send you like a bunch of product for you to take pictures. If I don't send you something that month, but you want something, there's a discount code that they have and everything's 50% off. So that's kind of like the arrangements that I have with, I guess, influencers, which really aren't influencers. They're just my customers who take really good pictures. Let's see. Is PVD real gold? PVD is the process. You have to request, 14 or 18 or 24 karat gold, but PVD plating is the process, not gold itself. No problem. Was worried it might take me a while. No, it shouldn't take you that long. Can you plate surgical steel? What the cost difference between surgical steel and stainless? So you don't really see surgical steel. I'm sure you can plate it because when I think of surgical steel, I think of I think of body piercings. Like I think of like belly button rings and like nose rings as far as surgical steel. And there is a number difference between surgical steel and stainless steel. I think it's like 319 stainless steel. I can't really think, but you can plate surgical steel. But when you're talking about surgical steel, I mostly think of like body piercing steel, or like the steel that they use for like, medical tools. You mostly hear of surgical steel when you're talking about like body piercings. Stainless steel is like your everyday tweezers, or if you left your clippers in the shower, they're not going to rust because it's water resistant. Or like if you think of like your kitchen sink, you use water and it doesn't rust, sometimes they'll get that little ring of dirt, but like that's about it. You just rub it off and you're good to go. So that's how I kind of think of it, and that's kind of how I explain it as being water resistant, is like think of like your fridge, think of like your kitchen sink and stuff. So it's basically the same materials. How many products would you suggest needed to open a Shopify store? I currently got one collection made of 3 pieces and 2 individual pieces. Yeah, that's enough. Definitely don't hesitate. Get started and then continue to add. That's what I did. I started with 3 different rings, and then I added chains, then I added bracelets and cuffs and anklets. So just get started. Don't overthink it. Let's see. Black Friday, Small Business, and Cyber Monday. They're saying Cyber Week may be crazier than Black Friday this year. I do have a plan for Black Friday, and I do have a plan for Cyber Monday. But I don't really overthink things like that, because if you think about it, like the pandemic was amazing for online businesses anyway. So I don't really get into like details like that, because people have been at home, people have been scrolling. So people are buying anyway, despite it being Black Friday or despite it being Cyber Monday. They're just looking for the best deals. So just make sure that you're giving your customers great deals during those times, and you should be fine. Which stainless steel do you use? I heard that 316 is better than 304. I have not done, I know I need to look on one of my invoices. I can't really, I mean, if you're using stainless, I know one of them has less nickel content, and that's what I use, because if you're doing earrings, then I'm allergic to nickel. And so one of them has less nickel content. And nickel is an allergen that is in like coppers and alloys and stuff. And that's why I stay away from that type of jewelry in the first place. So whatever stainless steel one has less nickel content is the one that I use. But I can't tell you offhand. Let's see. When making custom designs, if you send them a 3D file, will it increase or decrease the price of the design? If you send them the 3D file, will it increase? So I've never sent them, I send them my drawings and I take a picture of it with my phone and I send it to them, and then they do it themselves. Like, I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, on my business page, but I do Q&As on my business page all the time. So there's this one time I wanted, these earrings, and I kind of described them to the designer, and then he came up with the 3D design, and then he sent it back to me for approval. I said, looks good to go. And then they designed it. So I think it'd be helpful only because there's a language barrier if you send them a 3D design, but I don't think it's going to change the cost. Because they do have designers to help you. So that's not really what they're looking for. But if you have a 3D design, that might help you tell them what you want. So it'll be helpful, but I don't think it will give you like any kind of discount. How do you get people to know about your brand after launching an Instagram? Did you get how long after launching your Instagram? So a day. I got one sale, and then I got another sale. I just ran like an Instagram ad. I got tons and tons of followers after running an Instagram ad, and then I just kept posting because I'm really good on stories. I love doing stories. Stories is what I think sells my products. And then so I was just continuing to post on Instagram, and then eventually I started getting other sales. Then when I started getting other sales, people were taking pictures of the products and then putting it on their stories, and then so their followers could see, and then it was just kind of like a chain reaction. How do you price for Black Friday? Do you adjust prices then add sale? So this is one thing that I'm learning now, is that in order to sustain a business, you have to price your products correctly. Now for Black Friday, I'm doing a sale on my page, and it's just going to be like leftover inventory for that stuff. But I'm also doing like a Black Friday like package that is limited. So I've been creating a sense of like, this is going to be limited. It'll be limited. And what is the word called? I've been creating, I can't even think. Babe, what's the word called when you're like I keep posting about my Black Friday boxes, the gift boxes, and I've been telling them now to create urgency. There it is. To be prepared. Thank you. I've been creating the urgency. So I personally don't need to anticipate. These are great words, guys. These are all the words that I've been creating. Anticipation and urgency. So when you're pricing in the first place, make sure that you're not short selling yourself, because there will be a time where you want to run a sale and you still want to make your cut, basically. So definitely keep that in mind. But I am running like 30% off, but it's not gonna hurt my margins at all, so it's okay. But I also have like a gift box that I'm still making, profit off of everything that I'm offering. So let's see. Also, don't forget to increase your price for Black Friday and then have a sale. I remember in your last live, you said you wish you priced. Yeah, definitely. That's one thing. I mean, I'm not going to change it right now, but I am, like, going forward, I am going to, if I come out with new products, I do need to make sure I'm pricing correctly. Is it Vetrano collection? I like that one better. Vetrano. And if that's your name, that's like very personal. I like that one. Do you find that having your entire site on sale or having customers enter a code works better? Girl, they they don't care as long as they're getting a discount. They don't care. I be seeing like discount codes that I haven't used in a while pop up. If they want your products, they'll figure it out. Sometimes like girls will be like, hey, is there a military discount? And then I just give them the regular discount code for my current, like my thank you cards. On my thank you cards, it's like, hey, thank you, 15% off. They don't care. If they're about to get a deal, they love that. But yeah, I haven't had too many issues as far as sales. That's what I struggle with pricing. Yeah, so you don't want to go, you always want to, so the cost of the product, how much your marketing and your packaging costs, and then your overhead costs, times that by 4 and do not go below that. So do not go below that. Sometimes if you are putting products together, like there's sometimes, so like I have these cuff bracelets and I had to sit there and hand arch the bracelets, and that takes time. So stuff like that, you might want to put like a creator's fee on top of that, because that takes time. Are you leaving? Yeah. All right. Hold on, guys. You leaving now? Yeah. Love you. All right. So some people put like their like designer's fee on top of that. And these are just some things that you're just gonna want to keep in mind when it comes to pricing. Yeah, for jewelry, you can do a 6 to 7 times markup. I'm just saying do not go anywhere below 4. But there are a lot of people out here that do 6 to 7 times markup. I need to be one, because like I could never have a team with my prices so low. So it's definitely something to consider. Let's see. All right. Are there any other questions? Excuse me. So I think I am going to start like a mentorship program. It'll probably, I don't know if I'll start it after the new year or should I start it now? I think it would be best because like I can do these lives. But I mean, I don't really have like a set schedule for lives, but if you need like help, I think I want to start doing that, like taking on a small group of people. And this is if you already have your products. So the things that I'm really good in is marketing online, using Instagram for sales. So I think I would be best with someone who's like ready to start, who has their products, who just kind of needs to like add the finishing touches, who has like a clear vision of what they want to do, and then they're going to be ready to start within like the next month. I think that is my person. So if you guys do want to do a mentorship with me, definitely email me. I'll leave my information in the box. But this will be more geared towards selling, like the selling side, and getting sales from Instagram, from Facebook. We can establish like your like mini like Instagram ads. I can help you with product photography. What else? Just all of my knowledge when it comes to just selling online. I am not the best with all the admin stuff, but we can get you some sales if you have a great product. So that's what I'm kind of thinking about starting, maybe like within the next couple of weeks, is a mentorship. I did a course, and then the girl who took my ring idea kind of like made me slow down with YouTube. But I think that there's like, I enjoy teaching. So it is something that I've always wanted to do. So it'll last a month, girl. We are in and out. I do not have time. We are in and out. We will take your page from like getting started to like you'll be set. So I can definitely give you the resources of like packaging and just, you know, like creating an experience for your customer, who would be very excited to share your products on social media. So those are my strong points. That's what I can offer you all, because I've helped myself. I helped my boyfriend, and we just did it with football. So we took the same things that I utilized to get this business off the ground. We got his football stuff off the ground. So e-com is e-com. And so if you have a strategy, and I can help you build that strategy, and yeah, we can get going. All right, so let's see. What were the questions? I started in August. Yes, sales is what I need help with. Okay, yeah, let's do it. So we can discuss the price in the email. It won't be anything crazy. And then I do have payment plans on my Shopify too. So yeah. Do you advise to create the website first before sourcing, or just wait until the goods are sended? Because some customers may not take you serious. So I personally do not think that Alibaba's photography is what you guys should be advertising your products with. When everyone uses the same pictures, like people want to know, like, are you a scam? So you should wait until you get your own products, because you need to take your own product photography, because Alibaba pictures, they all look the same. If you're using stock photos or the photos that you're getting from your vendor's website or your vendor's page, it doesn't sell. Like, you need to, jewelry needs to be like worn. Like, people want, you want to inspire people, right? So like jewelry is a part of style. So the consumer needs to connect with the style of your products. Like, so that's why it's so important for you to nail down who your customer is. Like, my customer, I know my customer because my customer is me. I like ASOS, I like Zara, I like mom jeans. I wear a lot of black and white. If you go to my feed, most of my feed is black, white, or green, because I like minimal, right? So like your flat lays need to be your style. Your styled pictures need to be your style. So I do not suggest starting your Shopify before you receive the products, because your product your product photography should be your own. Because people are catching on to Alibaba jewelry, so. Okay, let's see. Yeah, definitely email me. I started 2 months ago, but nothing's selling. I'm not sure what the problem is. Do you guys want to do some? Oh man, I don't think my iPad's charged. I would do some audits right now if you guys needed help on on your page. Do you want to put your, if you want to put your website in the chat, I can go. All right, so let me go get my iPad. Hold on. This thing is not charged. Let me charge it really quick. We can do some audits. Hey. All right, so if you want me to, Vita, do you have a website? Oh, from Saudi Arabia. Hello. So word of mouth is how I started. And then I just ran simple Instagram ads for like $10 a day. But photography for your Instagram ads is important. And then, for the mentorship program, if you need help with photography and if you're in the States, I can definitely help you. So that is another thing as well, is I can definitely help you. I have a beginner camera, the Nikon D5600, but I know that there's like a D3300 that's cheaper. Good photography will go so far, guys. Do not use the vendor pictures. It just looks so tacky, and it doesn't give the customer the feel for like something authentic. And I know on Instagram, a lot of people are rooting for entrepreneurs. So if you give them behind the scenes, if you give them an insight on what you're working with, that goes so far. So you want to make sure you're personalizing your brand as best as possible. Okay, great. I'm still waiting for my iPad to turn on, guys. So just give me one more second. All right. Oop, there we go. It's turned on. All right. Definitely drop your IGs in the chat if you want to do an Instagram audit. And I can kind of give you some feedback off of first glance of what you could do to improve on Instagram, or improve sales, or improve the look. Okay, bye, Dana Ashley. It doesn't want to have Wi-Fi. Give me 1 second. Where's my Wi-Fi? Okay, here we go. Okay, off first glance, your logo is super cute. Oh, that's so cute. Your reel is so cute. Okay, so that's cute. You are very true to yourself. I love that. So what I would recommend though is you don't utilize any of the what is it called? The stories, how you can pin your stories up at the top. I would create stories. So like your behind the scenes, I would create let's see what you're doing in your stories. Okay, so now I would kind of talk to my customers a little bit more. So create different tabs for your stories, like behind the scenes stuff. You have something coming soon, so you can do like a coming soon tab. You can do customer reviews because when new people come to your page, they are going to look at your feed most definitely, but in case they've missed something, I know I be tapping on everyone's little story things. So make sure you add that, and then make sure all of the little pictures are very cohesive. But other than that, you are definitely true to yourself. You haven't copied anyone. I think that this is so cute. I would not do my model poses behind like a brown brick wall only for aesthetics. I would use like a background that's like lighter and brighter. But so like if you had that white shirt, but you had it like behind a whiter background, not even to blend in, but like just not brown. You know what I mean? So it might be just like a little bit too dark. So I would try to brighten up your page. Your flat lays are good. But you can tell who you are from your Instagram page. So that's very good. There's just like little things that I would add. Let's see. I love that. Your captions are well written. I think it's just little stuff like maybe like personalized, you're not personalized, but like just little photography things, and then adding the story, the little story things. But I think you should keep going with reels because that was super cute. Let's see. And you got a lot of comments from it too. So that's how I kind of tell what's working with my group is I look at the pictures or I look at the videos that I get the most engagement with, and I kind of do that thing. You know what I mean? Because the thing with Instagram is you want engagement. Engagement to them is comments. So just keeping your audience engaged in that way would probably go really far. But that was cute. Let's see. Does anyone else want to do that? Did you find customer buy less after the Christmas holidays? No. No. Not really. Did it slow down? It didn't really slow down for me. But last Christmas I just started. And the thing is, guys, if your main channel of selling is on Instagram, the only thing you really need to do is to be present, because maybe not everyone will buy after Christmas, but if you continue to post and if you continue to talk about your products, people will always buy, especially if they feel like some kind of connection to the product. They will always buy from you no matter what time it is. So I know Black Friday is coming up, but I still get sales now, even though people know that my Black Friday sale is coming. So you just need to continue to be out there, continue to post, continue to be engaged with your audience, and they'll pretty much continue to buy from you. Let's see. All right. I know we're winding up on an hour. Does anyone else have any questions? Oh, you've started shooting other places. Okay, great. Let's see. All right, guys, if that's it, then we can wrap it on up. 28 of you guys are here today. That makes me so excited. Okay, I think we have one more question. When do you think is the best time to start posting content for the brand page? So I would get your products, or if you have samples of your products, you can create your page. But when products arrive or while it's in production, yeah. So if you have samples of your product, you can go ahead and start, and give your customers or give your followers a release date. But I would definitely have some type of product on hand before you create your Instagram page. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so if you have samples, you can go ahead and create your Instagram page, and start asking people to start following you. But yeah, I would wait until I had samples at least. If I don't have the product, I would wait until I have samples. All right, guys. So I'm gonna actually post a blog of how I did my pre-sale this past week. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. How do you attract customers to your new IG? So what I did personally was I gave my products to my sister and my cousins, and then they reposted it on their various Instagram and Facebook, and then I got sales from them to start off, and then I ran a $10 Instagram ad, and then so it was $10 a day. And I got maybe 200 followers that first week. And then when people started purchasing my products, then they started posting from their page. Then their followers came, and it was a ripple effect. So that was easy for me. One thing you need to know is I was very active on social media. And then I encouraged my new followers to share my products on their page. So if you think about, Sally she bought my ring and she has 1,500 followers. Those 1,500 people are seeing it. Janet over here bought my ring. She has 800. That's another 800. So it just creates a ripple effect. And then I have good customer service when it comes to them. So they're like, hey, support Black-owned businesses or female-owned businesses or small businesses, and people want to support you. They want to see you do well. So especially in this day and age. So it's really easy to sell online. You just need to have great photography, good customer service, great packaging. Packaging excites people, believe it or not. They like unboxing really packaged because they feel like they spent their money on quality. So if you package it very well, you should be good to go. So those are my tips. If you guys have any questions on the mentorship program, definitely email me. And I want to get it started. I want to help you guys get your businesses off the ground. Another thing that I'm probably going to start doing is for people in the States is maybe opening my own wholesale shop, of basics. So you guys don't have to trust overseas people if you don't want to. I'll just get it from my vendor and maybe open a wholesale shop so you guys don't have to buy 100 of a certain chain. But that's in the works. I've been thinking about that. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm kind of busy, so if you email me, it's probably best. Especially if you just email me one paragraph with your questions. I can get to those. But definitely keep in touch, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.